Hey guys, Mr. Buys-A-Lot here. It is October 22nd. I am at Renninger's Antique Market in Adamstown, Pennsylvania. Just want to give you guys a quick video. I bought a collection when I was still down south through pictures on my phone. Picked it up. A few people have seen a little bit of it, but I want to bring it to light here. I'm probably going to wind up selling it today to a buddy of mine here at the market. But I wanted to film it just because I don't run across this stuff very often, and it's pretty awesome. So it is a nice collection, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn around and show you my car. So this is all comic books. It's a Golden Age comic collection. Again, I think I'm gonna sell it to him, but not 100% sure. So I wanted to show you guys and kind of go through it just so that I could have some, you know, documentation of it. These are true Golden Age. Or right on the cusp. So these are 1944, 43 through about 1950. So a Real Love, True Romance #7. This one's actually pretty nice for the age. Have to be real careful because they're not bagged and boarded yet. Here's a Love and Romance 16. Pretty nice shape on that one as well. And they get better. There's some superhero stuff. This is a really nice crime book. I have checked the page counts, so all the pages are complete and everything's here. Oh, a little windy. I'm trying to keep everything situated because obviously condition is super important in comics. If these were high grade, this box would be a lot of money. Box is still quite a bit. I mean, I paid right at $2,000. There's roughly 100 books that have covers, and there's about 8 or 10 that are coverless. But those coverless books are actually really good as well. Nice new funnies. I thought about bringing these to our YouTube auctions or our Whatnot auctions, but our recent deal with the clothing is costing so much that we're selling off some stuff just to be able to pay the employees and stuff like that. I mean, that deal is going to run us $100,000 overall. And I'll show you guys. So vintage comics, sometimes you'll see this line directly down the middle. Subscription copies were folded in half and then mailed. So a lot of times you'll see that. This is a tough book to find. A lot of early DC and stuff. Kind of reminds you of Betty Page. Miss America has that big chip out of it. Here's another Miss America. And we'll get into some really cool stuff in just a second. This next book is a very rare book. This is an Ivanhoe Classics Comics. So Classics Illustrated was Classic Comics first. So Ivanhoe is the #2 book. This is a first printing. You can tell by the HRN number, which is in the back. But this is a first printing. It doesn't actually have an HRN. Here's a really nice early Archie, #26. Patsy Walker. I think this one's issue 7. Then you get into stuff like this. All-Star Comics, #23. Justice Society. This is Headline Comics right here. This is #6 from 1942. Headline Comics. Here's a few of the coverless books. Another early Patsy Walker, but coverless. Here's a nice comic Cavaclade. Real early appearance of Wonder Woman, but coverless. Still has some value, but not nearly as much. Here's a Star Spangled Comics. I don't remember the issue number. I was able to look it up based off of the name of the Black Magician and Star Spangled Comics on Google and figured out the name and the issue. This one is, I don't remember which book this is, but it has some superhero inclinations there. Just trying to get through the coverless. I have them all in one section here. This one's actually very cool. This is I can't remember, and I just checked it the other day. This is the first appearance of the Fighting Yank. So this is a key issue, but coverless, so kind of hurts it a little bit. This is another early Superman issue, probably in the first 40, maybe 45 books. There's another comic cavalcade with Wonder Woman. Here is National Comics, Uncle Sam and the Crime Syndicate.
Hey, sir?
Yes.
What do you go in here?
Sorry about that. People asking me for directions.
Any help with anything, Brian?
I'm good. Here's another early Archie, 27. So you saw 26 earlier. Western comics generally aren't as good. You know, they'll have some value. Like this one's really beautiful. Like the covers were really awesome. Here's a Giggles Comics. Here's an It Really Happened. This is also for me to have a record of stuff that I've had in the past. So if I sell this collection today, it's very unlikely that I'm going to find another Golden Age collection containing these exact same books. So the Roy Rogers are beautiful. Not super valuable, but really beautiful. Some of this oddball stuff is pretty good. I'm going to pause this and move this stack forward just because we're getting to a pretty good sized stack. Okay, this is a good book. This is a nice early Airboy. And if you look at that plane, it almost looks like the Bat plane. Actually, the Bat plane was kind of designed off of that plane. This is an L.B. Cole cover. Contact Comics. This is a super hard to find book. Really nice. Another money book right here. All-Star. And that's obviously the Justice League, the Green Lantern, Flash, Hawkman, Wonder Woman. This is another good book here. You got Plastic Man, Police Comics. A lot of stuff had to do with Western and war at this time period. And then after the war, superheroes kind of fell out of favor for more Western and stuff like that. So nice heroic comics. This is an early, this is Magic Comics, but features Blondie and Dagwood. Mickey Rooney, he's a great actor back in the day. True Aviation, they were doing obviously military related. Boy Comics. Now generally when you handle this stuff, you should be a little more careful than I am being. I'm just trying to make the video in case I do sell this box today. Like I said, I have $2,000 invested into this box for roughly 100 books with covers, and I just saw pictures of very few of them, and I made the buy because it is so hard for me to find Golden Age non-Western or non-romance. And romance has actually started to take off. It's starting to do pretty well now. Like I said, we were considering running this on my YouTube and just selling individual books, bagging them and boarding them, or bringing them over to Whatnot, because there's nobody selling Golden Age on Whatnot that I've noticed. So there's a Jack Dempsey cover in Heroic Comics. Let me go to the next book. Early Spy Cases. Like I said, I did page counts, so they're all complete. Really nice sports cover on the Topics Comics. I have another Police Comics with Plastic Man. Sorry about the cars behind me, but trying to do this out on the fly for you guys. Red Rabbit Comics. Some of this stuff you just don't see a whole lot of. This is Boy Scout related. Again, kind of neat. Joe Palooka, if you ever ate a Bazooka bubblegum, they had Joe Bazooka. Famous Funnies, if you get really early issues, like in the first 20 issues, they can be big money. These are all in like 100s and so. There's Cookie, but missing a chip on the corner. And I know some people are out there going to be like, oh my gosh, like you paid $2,000 for this box of comics and they're in this kind of condition. Yeah. We are always buying, so you know, we get calls all the time, and collections like this just don't come. You find a lot of newer modern age books. A good way to tell is original cover price on stuff. The cheaper the cover price, so these are 10 cents, the cheaper the cover price, the older the book. So it helps people to know. Obviously superhero is your main genre. Superhero books. It's another really awesome Airboy. Here's another good Star Spangled Comics. So that's a good title. And Young Love. Here's the Young Love. Young Romance. I know we're running a little over 10 minutes so far. I'm trying to show them as quickly as possible, but be careful with them. Another really nice Airboy comic. Heady, you know, kind of pinup-esque photo or comic. Mutt and Jeff, you know, they've been around since Platinum Age. Used to be in a different format. This is a first printing of issue number 38 of Classics Illustrated now instead of Classics Comics. All the same thing, but they changed the name. These are real good. So this has Toro, the Human Torch, and Bucky. Young allies. So obviously, like, you know, war-related and superhero mix at the same time. Your Headline Comics, again, has superhero Atomic Man. Awesome motorcycle cover. Cuckoo Comics. And you guys can slow it down if you need to. Man Comics with this awesome clown getting ready to kill somebody. Like the killer clown. This one is probably one of my favorites in the box, and it's actually in really good shape. It is from 1950. It's a Wanted Comics, but check out the Magician. And this is from like some off-the-wall company. A really nice early issue number 29 Blackhawk comic. And that one's in pretty nice shape as well. Real Clue, Crime Stories. True Comics with another baseball cover and then military related. Super Snipe. And what's really funny about this is the boy with the most comic books in America. Is pretty awesome, the story. Another nice vintage police comics featuring Plastic Man. It's a nice Magic comic, again, Blondie and Dagwood. Nice vintage WoW, has some superhero stuff in it. Nice Golden Age Archie. And it's funny when you're going through them, it feels like a whole lot more than 100 books, but I think it's right at 100. Another nice early New Funnies. Now this is Pep, so this is a little bit earlier when the Archie stuff, so Pep seemed to be a little bit better than just Archie, but Archie is really popular. Here's a really nice early Walt Disney Comics in pretty nice shape. You have Happy Comics. They had a lot of like funny animal character plays back then. Anamorphic animals for Santa Claus. Cats and Jammer Kids. This one's issue number 1, so this is pretty awesome. Another early Patsy Walker right here. So guys, if you have like collections like this in your attic, or you know somebody that does, you can always reach out to us. We're always buying. But like I said, if this was all early Marvel and stuff like that, this box would be, you know, house money. So some comics can bring, you know, into the millions depending on the comic and the condition. There's a nice early Mutt and Jeff, number 24. That one's really clean. Here's Buzzy, and we're coming kind of down to the end, guys. I'm just trying to show you the last couple. That one's ripped in the cover. You got a nice All Love right here. Real West. with a photo cover. Gangbusters, you have your crime and poker related. You have Nelly comics. I find this one really funny. This wouldn't happen nowadays because haha comics, but he's got a cigarette in his mouth. And it has like the devil, kind of interesting. Here's Personal Love. And last but not least, a Young Romance. So again, I paid $2,000 for this collection right here. I'm gonna possibly sell it today. If not, we're gonna bring it to Whatnot or to YouTube auctions. But just kind of wanted to show you guys kind of what to look for. The 10-cent cover stuff. Anything pre-1950 that's superhero or magic or just has really awesome cover graphics. If you see them and they're complete and they're in decent shape, they're probably a good pickup. If they're, you know, in this case they were 20 bucks a piece on average, is what I thought in my head, and I just bought them. There's some books in here I wouldn't have paid $20 for, obviously, but there's other books in here I would have paid $200 for. So it kind of works out to average when you're buying big bulk. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's taken in the back of my car, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do wherever you're at. So we're at Renegers in Adamstown, PA. And the manager here, Brian Block, is a friend of mine. So if you're ever out in Pennsylvania and Adamstown area, stop in. There's a lot of booths, a lot of stuff to buy. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys leave comments below which was your favorite comic. That would be really awesome for us here in the channel. If you comment below your favorite comic that you ever had as a kid or ever read, or even in this group that you see, let us know. Thanks guys. Mr. Bislot signing off.